A 58-year-old Tibetan monk eats just one meal a day and has more muscle mass than men, half his age, who eat 6 meals and chug protein shakes. And what I'm about to reveal will completely destroy everything the fitness industry has ever told you about building muscle. Because this monk hasn't eaten breakfast in 40 years. He fasts for 20 hours straight every single day, and when he rolls up his sleeve, his forearm is dense with muscle, his shoulders are broad, his posture is perfectly straight. At an age when most men are rapidly losing strength and becoming frail, he's maintained incredible muscle mass that modern science says should be impossible without eating every 3 hours. How do Tibetan monks build and keep serious muscle? Eating once daily. When every fitness guru screams you need constant protein, 6 small meals, post-workout shakes, and eating within 30 minutes of training. The shocking truth is these monks eat 0 meals for 20 hours straight, consume 1 single meal before noon, and their muscle tissue doesn't waste away. In fact, older monks often have better muscle density than younger men following modern bodybuilding protocols. What if everything you've been told about muscle growth is completely backwards, and the real secret has been hiding in ancient monasteries for over 1,000 years? In the next few minutes, you'll discover the exact mechanism monks use to build muscle while eating once per day, the ancient protocol for what to eat and when to eat it, and the deadly mistake that makes intermittent fasting destroy muscle instead of preserving it. By the end, you'll know how to test if your body is in muscle building mode or muscle wasting mode during a fast, and this one shift could completely transform your body composition. Here's what monks understood centuries before modern science even had the tools to measure it. At the Shilhampo Monastery, founded in 1447, monks follow a meal timing protocol that hasn't changed in over 500 years, and the results speak for themselves. They wake at 4 a.m. and drink yak butter tea, which is tea mixed with salt and butter, but contains 0 sugar or carbohydrates. At 11 a.m. they eat their single meal, then absolutely nothing until 11 a.m. the next day. That's 24 full hours between meals. But here's where it gets fascinating. The butter tea isn't considered food, it's what they call a metabolic bridge. The fat keeps them completely satiated and provides clean energy without spiking insulin, even once. This allows their bodies to stay in a fasted state hormonally, even though they're technically consuming calories. The mechanism is called fasted state growth hormone amplification, and it's absolutely when you don't eat for 16 to 20 hours, insulin drops to baseline levels. Low insulin signals your pituitary gland to release massive amounts of growth hormone. Growth hormone levels can spike by 300 to 500% during extended fasts. And growth hormone does 2 critical things simultaneously. It preserves muscle mass by preventing protein breakdown, and it accelerates fat burning to provide energy. So you're literally burning fat while protecting muscle. But here's the key that changes everything. Growth hormone only spikes if you're not eating carbohydrates or protein during the fast. Fat doesn't trigger insulin whatsoever, so monks can drink butter tea all morning long and stay in a powerful hormonal fasted state. Modern eating patterns completely destroy this life-changing mechanism, and most people have no idea it's happening. Breakfast cereal spikes insulin at 7 a.m. A snack spikes it again at 10 a.m. Lunch at noon. Another snack at 3 p.m. Dinner at 7 p.m. Late night snack at 10 p.m. Insulin never drops. Growth hormone never rises, and your body never enters a state where it prioritizes muscle preservation and fat burning. Here's your first simple test. When you wake up tomorrow morning, check your hunger level before eating anything. If you're ravenously hungry within 30 minutes of waking, your body is completely dependent on constant glucose. It's burning sugar, not fat. If you can go to 2-3 hours without intense hunger, your body has metabolic flexibility and can switch between fuel sources like monks do. Now here's the Tier 1 protocol. The butter tea fast that changes everything. When you wake up, don't eat solid food. Instead, make a simple version of butter tea. Brew black or green tea, add 1 tablespoon of grass-fed butter or ghee, add a pinch of salt, blend it until frothy. Drink this instead of breakfast, and the fat provides 100 calories that keep you satiated for hours without spiking insulin, even once. This extends your overnight fasts into the afternoon while maintaining stable energy levels. No crashes, no hunger pangs, just clean focus. Monks add a critical movement component during the fast. They don't sit still, they walk, do light chores, perform slow body weight exercises. Movement during a fasted state amplifies fat burning and signals your body that muscle is needed, so it doesn't break down protein for energy. The common deadly mistake is adding protein or carbs to the tea. Some people add collagen powder or honey, thinking it's healthy. The moment you add protein or sugar, insulin spikes instantly, and the entire fast breaks. You've destroyed the hormonal benefits. Fat alone doesn't break the fast hormonally. That's the secret monks discovered centuries ago. What you'll notice within 10 minutes, your energy stabilizes completely. You don't crash, and your hunger disappears for 3 to 4 hours. That's your body switching from sugar burning mode to fat burning mode. And once this happens, everything changes. But fasting alone won't build muscle if the single meal you eat is nutritionally incomplete. That's where the second mechanism becomes absolutely critical. The nutrient-dense, refeeding window that monks use to trigger muscle protein synthesis in one concentrated, powerful burst. Here's what modern meal timing completely misses. Your body doesn't need protein spread throughout the day in tiny doses. It needs a threshold dose of amino acids delivered in a short window to activate muscle protein synthesis. That threshold is roughly 30 to 40 grams of protein consumed within an hour. Eating 10 grams 6 times a day doesn't work the same way. The signal isn't strong enough to trigger real muscle growth. But eating 50 grams in one sitting creates a massive anabolic spike that lasts 4 hours afterward. At Sira Monastery, the single daily meal follows a precise formula that hasn't changed in generations. The base is sampa, roasted barley flour, mixed with yak butter tea. Barley provides slow-digesting carbohydrates that refill muscle glycogen without spiking blood sugar. Then comes protein, yak meat, dried cheese, called chirpi, or legumes like lentils. The protein portion is roughly the size of 2 fists. Dense, concentrated, and consumed within 30 minutes to create that threshold spike. After protein comes vegetables, usually turnips, radishes, or wild greens. And finally, more butter or animal fat to slow digestion and provide sustained energy. The mechanism is compressed nutrient loading with protein prioritization. And when you eat one meal, you can afford to eat a large portion of protein without worrying about frequent digestion stress. Monks consume 40 to 60 grams of protein in that single meal. This saturates their muscles with amino acids. The spike in amino acids, combined with the insulin response from carbohydrates, activates the cellular pathway responsible for muscle growth. And because they've been fasting for 20 hours, their insulin sensitivity is extremely high. That means carbohydrates and amino acids get shuttled directly into muscle cells instead of being stored as fat. Here's the complete protocol monks use to maintain muscle while eating once per day. Step 1. Wake up and drink butter tea. 1 tablespoon of butter in black or green tea with a pinch of salt. Step 2. Stay lightly active during the fast. Walk, move, do light chores. Avoid intense workouts while fasted unless you're adapted. Step 3. Eat your one meal between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. Start with 2 palm-sized portions of protein. Add 1 to 2 fists of starchy carbs. Finish with vegetables and fat. Step 4. After eating, sit still for 15 minutes. Breathe deeply. Let your body digest without distraction. No screens, no work, just rest. Step 5. Fast again until the next day's meal window. Drink water, tea, or black coffee. No calories except butter tea in the morning if needed. Total eating window is 1 hour per day. Total fasting window is 23 hours with fat allowed in the morning. Here's what to expect within the first week. Within 10 minutes of finishing your meal, you'll feel deeply satisfied, not stuffed. Within 24 hours, you'll notice you're not thinking about food constantly. Your mind clears because your blood sugar is stable. Within 7 days, your body composition starts changing visibly. Fat decreases, muscle definition improves, and strength either maintains or increases. Here's the final truth that the fitness industry desperately doesn't want you to know. Modern fitness is built on the belief that more is better, more meals, more protein, more eating frequency. But Tibetan monks prove the complete opposite. Less frequency with greater nutrient density builds and maintains muscle better than constant grazing. The body doesn't need steady input. It needs concentrated bursts of nutrients delivered when hormonal conditions are optimal. We've been told that fasting will make us weak, that we'll lose muscle, that we need to eat every few hours to maintain mass. But Tibetan monks have been eating once a day for over 1,000 years, and their muscle mass at 60 surpasses sedentary 30-year-olds eating 6 meals daily. The difference isn't genetics, it's hormones. Fasting optimizes the hormones that build and protect muscle while constant eating disrupts them. So, here's what I need you to do right now. If this completely changed how you think about muscle building and meal timing, smash that like button. Drop a comment below telling me if you're going to try the 1 meal a day protocol and what results you're expecting. Subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss ancient wisdom that destroys modern fitness myths. Share this video with someone who's been told they need 6 meals a day to build muscle, who's tried intermittent fasting and felt weak, and who's ready to see what happens when you eat less often but more strategically. You just saw a 58-year-old monk with dense muscle eating once a day. Now you know exactly how he did it. Not through constant feeding but through hormonal optimization. The fast elevated growth hormone. The meal delivered concentrated nutrients, and the body responded by building tissue, not breaking it down. The answer was never more meals. It was always better timing.